Hi everyone, it's me, and welcome to the first State of the Channel video for Level Up Design. This will be sort of like a video series sort of thing, I guess, one that I do like every 6 months or every year, essentially just to update you guys on what's going on with the channel. What are my current plans with the channel? What direction am I planning to take the channel into the future? Essentially, it's my way of being able to be really transparent with you guys about this YouTube channel. So I originally started this YouTube channel about 2 years ago. I think I uploaded around 20-ish videos. Now, I did want to start the YouTube channel, but I didn't really know what sort of was entailed within starting a YouTube channel, like taking proper care of thumbnails and titles, and making sure not to use copyrighted music on my most popular video. Anyway, so the channel didn't really gain that much traction. 2 years ago, I decided to ditch the channel. Now, over the last 2 years, I'd still gained like 50 views per day coming into the start of this year. So it was still gaining traction. I had some videos rank in Google, so that also helped. And then coming up to mid-July of this year, I'd noticed the up-and-coming release of RPG Maker MZ. Now, considering I was still getting something like 50 views per day, even though I hadn't been active on this channel for 2 years, I thought, well, you know, maybe I do have something that I can offer the community, and that my advice is actually helping people out there. And so I had a decision to make. Do I try and capitalize on the fact that RPG Maker MZ is coming out, and use that to try and revamp and reboot my channel? I mean, I've been using RPG Maker since the release of VX. I've done tertiary studies in video game development. I feel like I've got something I can add to this community, and that's why I wanted to start this channel to begin with. So from July this year, I started to upload again more regularly, and I just want to say thank you to all of the support, because we are now nearly at 800 subscribers. So the channel growth has been awesome. Anyway, let's get into the meat of the video. Where do I want to go with this channel? My current plans for the channel are essentially just more of the same. I've still got over 50 different videos that I've titled down that I need to create, more tutorials, plenty more RPG Dojo, and as well as viewer suggestions such as making a train scene or getting the player to hop on and off a bike or a skateboard. I still have to make that video about doing a Final Fantasy style logo for your game as well. So I've still got plenty of videos in more of the same style that I have been doing. So for the moment, that's still essentially the plan for now. It's just more of that. I'd like to hit the 1,000 subscriber mark and the 4,000 watch hours mark so I can start putting ads onto the videos. In terms of revenue, ad revenue probably won't do much for my channel. It'll probably give me like $30 a month or something. But when looking at YouTube, you've got to look at YouTube as a business. And YouTube's business is selling ad space to companies to advertise their products. So it makes sense for them to push videos that allow monetization as opposed to videos that don't have monetization on. So really, the main motivator for turning ads onto my videos is so that YouTube picks up on them more and pushes more of my videos to the audience that's already subscribed, as well as more audience that would like the videos that I produce. So now while we're on the topic of revenue, I will just get into that. We'll talk about revenue. So I've already stated that YouTube ads, that's probably going to be like $30 a month. That's not much in revenue in terms of driving a channel. Now, whilst I would love to do YouTube full-time, I do still have bills to pay, so I do hold down a full-time job. YouTube at the moment is something I'm doing on the side of that. In terms of different revenue streams for the channel, most of you guys watching my videos will know that in most of my videos I do pitch my itch.io page and occasionally my Patreon page as well. For the moment, those will probably be the two main revenue sources for the channel. Mainly the itch.io page. I feel like if I'm receiving money, I want it to be for something like a tangible product, not because I'm begging for donations on YouTube. So that's sort of why I want to sort of invest heavily in that itch.io side of things, just so I can create that level of value to drive revenue for the YouTube channel, and I can get out a ton of different assets that people can add into their own video games. In terms of anything like brand deals or something like that, this channel's still a bit too small to be worried about that, so like maybe in the future sometime, but for now it's yeah, we're a bit too small to be worrying about anything like brand deals, so it's not really on the table as of yet. And mainly the revenue that I do get from the YouTube page, I would like to invest that heavily back into things like creating RPG Maker assets. So art assets, character assets, I'd love to create music assets, anything really that people can just put into their game and it just adds more and more content and value to them. So in terms for the future of this channel, there are a few ideas that I'd like to do. Maybe when the channel does drive a bit more revenue and I've got more time to dedicate to the channel, I wouldn't mind doing some live streaming. I'm not sure exactly what I would live stream, whether it would be like more parallax mapping that I did the other day, or if it was like asset creation. Driftwood Gaming already does a bunch of first impressions and game dev live streams, so I don't really want to just jump on there and try and take that. I want to be sort of unique within my content, not sort of piggybacking off what other people are doing within the same field. I do also want to maybe do some more entertainment videos. I'm brainstorming a bunch of ideas at the moment on how I do something like that. And hey, if you guys have any ideas for any sorts of different videos you'd like me to create, then scroll down into the comments. I'll give you time, you can pause the video, but scroll down and comment what sort of different videos you'd like to see me produce for you. Now, in terms of the long term for this channel, this is like sort of, not like a pipe dream, but something that would be further into the future, but it's definitely something I'd like to do, and that's to collaborate with all of the different other RPG Maker creators on YouTube, like Driftwood Gaming, T, Studio Blue, Echo, Touch Fuzzy, all those other creators, some random dude. I'd love to be able to collaborate with them and create some form of RPG Maker content podcast. I think a podcast like that would be a really cool and unique way for all of us creators in the space to give our own insights and opinions onto the happenings of what's going on in the RPG Maker world. I haven't really reached out to anyone yet regarding that idea because I am still very busy with my own home and personal and work life, as well as the YouTube stuff that I'm doing as well and all the obligations I have to fill at the moment. There are still loads of videos that I need to make for this channel, but that podcast thing, yeah, that's something I've been considering for later down the line, is something I'd like to do. That's really all I have to say in regards to the state of the channel. Once again, thank you all so much for the support you've given me over the last few months. I am excited to continue to grow this channel and contribute to the RPG Maker community and realize all of the things that we have planned for this channel. I hope you're all staying safe, and one day I will learn how to properly sign off my videos. Bye.